or discounts or the sort that's available for students that are either coming back to education, so they've done a qualification in New Zealand previously and they're a returning student, or they're a new student? Pockets are pretty tight at this stage, obviously, as you can see. So I think that's something that we do get asked quite often.
Yes, very understandable in this current situation. People are very, very motivated to find programs that are affordable and affordable living. So WITT have been really proactive in this area. So we have some scholarships for offshore students. Some of them we've been offering for all of 2020. So we have had a regional scholarship, which is $2,000 for students who come to study in Taranaki. As well as that, we have 4 weeks free accommodation. So that is specific to Taranaki. So that will extend, and that will still be available for the rest of 2020 and for the first semester of 2021.
I need to hear that correctly, because so that's $5,000 scholarship.
No, that's $2,000.
$2,000.
So that's
and
for
the 4 weeks.
Yes, 4 weeks free accommodation. So that is for students who are offshore considering coming to New Zealand. We also have a $5,000 scholarship, and that's for students based here in New Zealand. So this is for the people who are looking for new opportunities, whether you need to return to study. This is a $5,000 scholarship. So whether it's for studying, for study in 2020. So we are trying to help those local students who are looking for opportunities. So,
and is there a proposal to extend that for onshore students? I mean, we call them returning onshore students, but people that are onshore but would enroll early next year, would that still carry on?
At the moment, we're looking at 2020. There is a possibility it could extend, but at this stage, we are just targeting it for this year, for 2020.
And is that only for returning students, or is it just onshore? Because there's a lot of partners that had done business courses. The wives were nurses from India, and the wives have come here, and the wives are now actually going in for the bachelor's degrees. Would those people, they are first-time students, they would also be eligible for this?
Absolutely. It's for anyone in New Zealand looking to study at WITT for the first time.
For people that are onshore and they're looking at studying, often to organize such a huge amount of funds, and because they can't really avail bank loans, there's not that option which they get when they're offshore. Funds are a bit tight. They are genuine, but it just takes them longer to get them. Is there an option for them to be able to pay the fees, like for a whole year, in 2 installments, in half and half?
Absolutely. We do get asked this from time to time. We know that if students are offshore, it's very difficult to get a visa unless you pay for your whole year of fees. But if you're onshore, yes, that opportunity is there. You can pay by the semester. It just means the visa will be for a shorter period. You have to go through that process again, but it's no problem for us as a provider to provide an offer for 1 semester.
Okay, brilliant. Are there any options for people to get into English courses before they get into these mainstream programs? I know that the IELTS dates are now beginning to open up, but for some people that might have just a last minute thing because something happened to the visa, or they just delayed with their application. Sometimes getting through that English test is not an option. So is there an option for them to do the English course and then move through the mainstream program?
There certainly is. In fact, at the moment, we have New Zealand Certificate in English Language. We have level 3 and 4 delivered in New Plymouth. These are free for international students, no cost. So if the students want to come in July, you can join those programs for free. It's
How does
pretty
that
good.
work, Carol? How there's no free lunches in this world. So how does that work?
I know.
I need to get my head around this. So how does that work? So do they actually get an offer letter into, say, for example, the mechanical engineering program first, and to start that? How does it work? How is it free?
No. Our chief executive decided that this would be a really good way to encourage people to come to Taranaki. You know, if you're living in Auckland, like yourself, and you have never been to our beautiful region, so
I know.
what better reason to come than to try out a one semester English language program for free. And so we started this actually in April. So that group of students are just about to finish. Quite a few of them are now decided they love Taranaki and are going to study further in the coming semester. So that is the goal, that students will love Taranaki and want to stay and pursue further studies. Yeah.
I'm just blown away. Like, I'm actually speechless. I mean,
Yeah.
hearing, because I've made a few points about what you've said, and I've already found like 5 hidden gems on what you've just told about that are so unique and just super incredible that we didn't know. That is, I mean, I think for everybody that is listening and that's probably looking at it, they would be super grateful if, you know, if they can get through that course. And
Yeah.
like I said, I have to come down and visit you in
Yeah.
person. So I will absolutely do that.
We look forward
But
to that. It would be great.
thank you.